What if you could change anything about your life just by changing the way you start your day? What would you change?
The average person is settling for less than they really want and less than they're capable of. And as a result of settling, life becomes a struggle, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially. They want more, but they feel like they don't know how to create more in their life. My second rock bottom came in 2008 when the U.S. economy crashed. And like so many other people in the world, I suffered the financial consequences. And in what felt like overnight, I lost over half I couldn't pay my mortgage. I lost my house. I canceled my gym membership. I got in the worst shape of my life physically, financially. I was deep in debt. And as a result of that, for the first time in my life, I got deeply depressed. And the next morning I went for a run. I grabbed my iPod, which I was this close to selling for food. On that run, I heard a quote from Jim Rohn: "Your level of success will seldom exceed your level of personal development, because success is something you attract by the person you become." And I had an epiphany. I'm not dedicating time every day to my personal development. Therefore, I'm not becoming the person that I need to be. I'm going to figure out what the best personal development practice is known to man, that the world's most successful people do every day. And I'm going to do that. And after an hour of research, I couldn't narrow it down to one. I had a list of 6.
Go beyond the book.
We just signed with you.
Awesome. I hope you could hear that. That was Hal Elrod, who is an amazing speaker, amazing philanthropist, an amazing entrepreneur, motivational speaker, and just someone who's had a life chock full of adversity, but who's been able to overcome so many life challenges and tragedies in his life. Overcome a car accident that wrecked his body. He was supposed to be paralyzed for life, but actually was able to overcome that adversity and live on to become a multi-millionaire. And then afterwards, later on, he got diagnosed with cancer. And it was, I think, stage 3 leukemia, and was able to overcome that as well. So today I posted one of his videos, a video that was posted on Impact Theory by Tom. Impact Theory is a platform here on Facebook. I think it's also on YouTube. And it's Tom Bilyeu. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but he's an excellent interviewer. And I watch him because of his interview skills and his methodology and how far he's come. But anyway, he interviewed Hal Elrod today, and that interview is posted on this platform on Facebook today. I posted it today, and I hope you guys will get to watch it and read and watch that motivational interview. So anyway, the Miracle Morning is an amazing book that I bought, I think, in 2015, and it changed my life. It changed my life. How did it change my life? By helping me create a powerful morning routine, period. I know it doesn't sound like much, but it taught me how to wake up early, how to make sure that I incorporate silence, I incorporate affirmations, I incorporate personal development, I incorporate exercise, I incorporate writing as part of my morning routine, and that's how it impacted my life. And it changed me to where every single day I was able to wake up and do those things and do a Hope Hub live video, because I was doing personal development every single morning. So that's what this Miracle Morning book did for me. And Hal Elrod for sure changed my life significantly. And my hope is that I can continue to do that, especially in 2019, when I'm losing the battle of the bed every single morning. I don't know what's going on with me, but maybe it's a function of biology where my body feels that I need to rest more and I need to sleep more. But you know what? It's about time I started getting up and scribing, getting up and affirming myself, getting up and doing some personal development, getting up and doing my exercise, because the evenings, they don't work as well, y'all. So anyway, highly recommend The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. Hal Elrod, okay? And the quote that he says in that piece that I just played, I'm not sure if you guys heard it, but essentially what it said is he gave a quote by Jim Rohn. And the quote says, let's see, in my opinion, No, hold on. Our levels of success will rarely exceed our level of personal development because success is something we attract by who we become. Success is something we become by, oh, because success is something we attract by who we become. Isn't that deep when you think about it? That essentially, hi, Adrien Mugo, that essentially, if you're not developing yourself, right, your personal development parallels the person that you want to become. So you have to develop yourself in order for you to become that person that you're aspiring to become. But I think it's even more powerful, in the sense, in the way I heard it earlier today. Tom Bilu had put up a quote on his platform, and he said, "Who do you want to become in 5 years?" If you do not know who that person is, then you are already that person. Let that sink in. Who do you want to become in 5 years? If you don't know who that person is, if you haven't thought about who that person is, then basically you're okay being exactly who you are. And so you have already become that person that you intend to, or the person we will meet 5 years from now. So in order for you to become the person, to become something bigger and a better version of yourself, you have to have a vision that you're aspiring to, that's a higher vision than where you are currently. And so on his quote on his platform, I was laughing because, for me, when I read that quote today, it struck me, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. It's deep. That quote is deep. I need to like sit with it for a while. But then the comments that people were putting in under the quote, it's like folks don't really want to think about 5 years from now. Someone said, "Ha ha ha! I'll be in college. I'll still be in college 5 years from now." So I don't know what he meant. I don't know. Maybe he meant he'll never graduate or whatever. But they took it very lightly. But for me, I took it like, holy cow, I really do need to write a vision for myself 5 years from now. Because if I don't, then I am the person that will still be here 5 years from now. In terms of your level of personal development, in terms of my level of the vision that I want to have 5 years from now, you have to have that vision and write it down. And so I said, damn, I need to put down a personal statement. I need to know what my mission statement is for my life. Then the other question that he asked in that interview as well, and this is an interview that I watched earlier today. I posted it on the Hope Hub by Tom, Impact Theory by Tom Bilu. He was interviewing this guy that wrote The Miracle Morning, Hal Elrod. He asked him a lot of questions, but one of the questions he asked Hal was, what is your mission statement? What is your mission statement like for your life? And I was like, whoa. If someone asked me what is the mission statement for my life, what would I say? Have y'all thought about that? Do you guys have a mission statement for your life? Do you know why you're here? Why are you here? Why did you wake up this morning? What is your purpose for being? Why are you 1 in 7 billion? Because there must be a reason that you're here. And that actually brings me to my point in terms of what I was going to talk about today. Is yesterday I talked about this show that I'm watching on Netflix called Kindness Diaries. And it's an amazing, amazing, very, very impactful show. But one of the things that struck me with this program is this guy is riding around on a motorbike, going from town to town, city to city, meeting hundreds and hundreds of people, thousands and thousands of people on the streets of, Delhi or Calcutta or in Colombia or in Chicago. And he's coming across all these people from all walks of life, right? All income levels, and asking for kindness, which that was the whole thing with the show, is give me some, can someone really feed you if you're not giving them any money? Can someone really put you up in their house if you're not giving them any money? Can someone put gas in your car if you're not giving them any money and they don't know who the hell you are? And you're just in a town, you know no one, and all you're asking for is the kindness and generosity of a fellow human being, that they'll see you as a human being and not see you as a stranger or someone who's trying to put one over them or someone who's trying to use them, you know. But just out of the kindness of your heart, can someone do that for you? Anyway, that's not the point. That's the video from yesterday. But my whole point with watching, the whole point today is that as I continued to watch that, I started thinking about how we are 1 in 7 billion. 1 in 7 billion. You are 1 in 7 billion on this planet Earth. And when you think about the grand scheme of things and how many people they are here on this planet, right? It's easy for you to feel like you're insignificant. Like, do I really matter? You know, is what I'm doing really going to make a difference? Is my mission statement or my purpose that I jot down on paper, does that really make an impact? Does it make a difference? And so my hope lifeline for you guys today, because I had to think about that for myself and say, who am I, Faith Mwaura, and am I making a difference? I am 1 in 7 billion people on this planet. If I disappeared today, would that make a difference? So if you're that person who is feeling that way, where you feel like you have no purpose in life, right? And that you're only 1 in 7 billion, think about a puzzle. Have you ever worked on a puzzle? Hi, Eric. Have you ever worked on a puzzle piece? You know, those little pieces of a puzzle, and you have to put it all together to create a picture on a board, right? Thinking about the puzzle, each and every one of those 7 billion people on this planet are a piece of that puzzle. And if God or if somebody decided to put that puzzle together today and you're missing from that puzzle is not complete. You know, that puzzle is not something that someone would frame and say, oh, I've completed my puzzle. No, because you're missing. Each and every one of you is significant. You matter. You make a difference. You have a purpose. To illustrate this point, there's a story that is told. This is something I heard on a TED Talk a couple weeks back. There's a story that is told of a king. I'm trying to look at two screens and I always forget one. But there's a story that is told of a king in a kingdom. And in this kingdom, there is a huge mountain, and he made a proclamation. So this king makes a proclamation, and he says, anyone that can move this mountain from point A to point B, I'm going to give that person 1 million gold coins. So he tells all the people in the kingdom. Then all of a sudden, all the people in the kingdom are like, what? Move this mountain and I'll get 1 million gold coins? But it has to be individually, not as a group, right? So each person goes to the gym, they start lifting weight. They start calling the strongest people in the kingdom, the people who look like Goliath, right? In the Bible, they were lifting weights. And then each day, people come to the mountain and they try to push this mountain. And everyone is saying, today is the day that I'm going to push this mountain. So people go there every day, every week they went, every month they went, every year they went, and no one was able to move that mountain. Then finally, one day, a little boy about this height, he walks over to the mountain and he stares at it. And people are like, what is this little boy doing? He should go home to his mother or whatever. And then he stands there and everybody's wondering, is he going to get out of the way? Why is he here all day? And he's not moving, because once you get to the front of the mountain, people have to give you your space and your turn to try and move the mountain. So he stares at it. Then he goes. Then he comes back. Week after week, he comes back and he stares at the mountain. Month after month, he comes back. He stares at the mountain. Then one day, he comes to the mountain, and from his bag, he removes a shovel. So this is after years of people trying to do this. Okay, all week, all day, all month, for years, people have been doing this. They're really big, tough guys and people from across the kingdom. Then one day, he takes one more look at it. He steps closer. He takes a shovel and he puts it into the mountain and he scoops dirt out of the mountain. And then he moves with the dirt all the way to point B, and he puts the gravel down. Then he goes back to the mountain. He scoops again, and then he moves over to the other side to point B, where the king had said, this is where I want you guys to move the mountain from point A to point B. So he does that every single day, every single week, and all of a sudden the mountain starts to move and things start to shift and people start seeing that he's actually moving the mountain, right? And so he's able to move that mountain. For however long he took, he was able to move this mountain, and he got the 1 million coins from the king. So what's my point? My point is, there is a very big world, right? We all live in this huge world with 7 billion people that I said, and you're one piece of that puzzle. And you may be looking today and saying, I am insignificant. There's not, what I'm doing does not really make a difference. What I'm doing does not really matter. If anything, I'm this little tiny piece of this puzzle, right? But what I'm here to say today to you is that whatever you're doing, right, it makes a difference, that hopefully you can see that you're making a difference. And my vow to myself, my, as little, even if it was just that shovel, he was scooping, taking. That little thing that he was doing with that shovel was making a difference, right? And so my vow to myself, and this is the same vow I'm asking you guys to make to yourself, is that whatever you're doing, as your life mission, as your life purpose, and it doesn't have to be a mission like Hope Hub, it doesn't have to be a platform like Hope Hub or whatever other people are doing on social media. Your life mission could be taking care of a child with a diagnosis. That's part of my mission. I have a child who's on the ASD spectrum, on the spectrum. So that's part of my mission. Part of my mission is also to be a mother, right? Part of my mission is what I do in my job as a public servant. Part of my mission is what I do in my community. But every single thing that I'm doing, that's my mission. If I was just to look at it and say it's insignificant, I have no purpose, then what will become of the little impact that I'm making, of the impact that I'm making? My vow to you is that here on the Hope Hub, I'm offering a lifeline every single day, Monday through Friday when I can make it. I'm here. I throw a lifeline. I just say, maybe someone will catch it today. I throw a life vest and I say, maybe someone will catch it today, right? That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. But my vow is I'm never going to put down my shovel. Because my lifeline, those hope lifelines are my little shovel that I'm shifting things from point A to point B, and I am making a difference. And I think that's what all of us have to believe, is that whatever we're doing, no matter how minuscule, if you keep doing it every single day and you really feel in your heart that that's your purpose and that's your mission, and maybe you're only impacting one person, do not stop. Do not put down your shovel. Okay? So we can't, here on the Hope Hub, I keep having to remind myself, we cannot prevent the obstacles that come to people's lives or to our lives. We cannot prevent the curveballs from coming our way. But what we can do, what we have the power to do, and what's in our ability to do, is just to be that hope lifeline in the midst of the storm for ourselves and for others. And so when I'm doing this, it's not just because Faith is the only person that can give hope or a hope lifeline. No, this is me doing it, but I also know that I'm inspiring you guys as well to go out into your day with hope. And hopefully, right, you will also be hope to others. You'll also provide some kindness to others, inspire someone else, motivate someone else, right? And just help someone else persevere and have the strength for another day. So anyway, that was my hope lifeline. I hope you guys do end up watching Netflix. Hi, Hannah. Oh my God, I haven't seen you, Hannah, in so long. Oh, wow. You're intentionally working on your purpose every day. Absolutely. Eunice Menja, good to see you as well. Eric, good to see you. And Adrina, good to see you guys. I'm just here chilling. I wanted to make sure that I do my Hope Lifeline for the day. And also to ask you guys if you're able to watch the Hal Elrod video that I posted earlier. He's the author of The Miracle Morning, and he was interviewed by Tom Bilyeu today on Impact Theory. It was an excellent interview about overcoming adversity, overcoming tragedy, and triumphing. You know, he's a cancer survivor, a survivor of a horrible car wreck, and he just gives really good advice in terms of how to live life with intentionality and with purpose, regardless of what's going on in your life. So definitely watch that. And I am out. I'm out. I'm still drinking my Jamba Juice green juice. This is kale. I don't know. This is kale, soy milk, chia seeds, a protein boost, strawberries, blueberries. I don't know, something, but it's supposed to be good for me. Do y'all notice I have new glasses? These are new. But this is the other pair. I was at Lens Crafters. Let me show y'all. And I put them on and I was like, eek! I don't like these. I look like a little cat. All right, so y'all take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. God bless you. Good night. All right, let me try and stop this. I do want to end my life.